Have you ever felt like people are avoiding you? Like there's this invisible wall between you and others? Well, guess what? It might not be in your head. Today I'm going to expose 9 brutal reasons why people might secretly hate you. And trust me, number 7 will completely change how you see yourself. I've spent years studying Stoic philosophy and human behavior, and what I'm about to share isn't just theory, it's raw, uncomfortable truth that most self-help gurus are too afraid to tell you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's pushing people away and how to fix it using ancient Stoic wisdom. Number 1, you're a chronic complainer. Picture this. You're sitting with friends, and all you do is complain about your job, your life, and everything in between. Know what? People aren't just annoyed, they're secretly despising every moment. The ancient Stoics, especially Marcus Aurelius, emphasized that our perception shapes our reality. When you constantly complain, you're not just making yourself miserable, you're literally draining others' energy. Here's the thing, your friends aren't your emotional punching bags. Every time you dump your negativity on them, you're making deposits in their resentment bank. Research shows that chronic complainers actually rewire their brains to become more negative. You're not just annoying others, you're literally programming yourself for failure. The Stoic solution, Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Start practicing gratitude instead of complaint. Think about it. Would you want to hang out with someone who's constantly whining? Exactly. Neither does anyone else. Action step, start a no complaint challenge. Every time you catch yourself complaining, do 10 push-ups. Watch how quickly your mindset changes. Number 2, you're always right, or so you think. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you admitted you were wrong? If you can't remember, we've just identified a massive problem. The Stoics believed that true wisdom comes from acknowledging our ignorance. But you're walking around like you've got all the answers. Your friends are tired of your know-it-all attitude. Every conversation becomes a battle where you have to prove your superiority. Here's the brutal truth. Intelligence isn't about being right all the time. It's about being open to being wrong. Seneca wrote, "The person who thinks they know everything has the most to learn." Your rigid mindset isn't making you look smart, it's making you look insecure. People can sense when you're more interested in being right than being genuine. It's pushing them away faster than you can imagine. Action step. Next time you're in a discussion, try saying, "I might be wrong about this," or "That's an interesting perspective." Watch how people's attitudes toward you change. Number 3, you're an energy vampire. Ever notice how people seem to have urgent meetings when you approach? Here's the cold truth. You might be sucking the life out of every room you enter. The Stoics taught that energy is a precious resource. Zeno of Citium emphasized the importance of living in harmony with nature and others. You're disrupting that harmony. You dominate conversations, interrupt others, and make everything about your problems. It's like you're carrying a black hole of negativity wherever you go. Science backs this up. Studies show that emotional contagion is real. Your negative energy isn't just annoying, it's literally affecting others' brain chemistry. Here's what's worse. You probably think you're just being authentic or real. But there's a difference between being genuine and being an emotional parasite. The people around you are secretly planning their escape routes. They're exhausted from managing your constant need for attention and validation. Action step. Before entering any social situation, ask yourself, am I coming to give or to take? Start practicing energy management like a Stoic warrior. Number 4, your social media addiction is showing. Let's get real, you're not staying connected. You're disconnecting from real life, and everyone sees it. Marcus Aurelius never had Instagram, but he understood the danger of seeking external validation. Your constant posting, scrolling, and checking likes? It's pathetic. During dinner, your phone is like another person at the table. Actually, you give it more attention than real people. Think about that for a second. The Stoics emphasized living in the present moment, but you're living through a 6-inch screen, desperately trying to prove your life is interesting. Your friends are tired of being your personal paparazzi. Every moment doesn't need to be documented, filtered, and shared. Research shows that excessive social media use correlates with increased feelings of loneliness. Ironic, isn't it? You're pushing people away in your attempt to seem connected. Action step. Try a 24-hour social media detox. Experience real life without the need to share it. Watch how your real relationships improve. Number 5. You can't keep secrets. Think you're just being open and sharing information? Wrong. You're betraying trust, and it's making you the least trustworthy person in your social circle. Epictetus said, "Keep your words tender and sweet, for tomorrow you may have to eat them." But you spill secrets like a leaky faucet. People aren't telling you things anymore. Have you noticed? It's not because they have nothing to share. They just know better than to trust you. The Stoics valued integrity above all else. When you share someone's private information, you're not just betraying them, you're showing your own lack of character. Here's the thing. People aren't stupid. They talk to each other. They know exactly who's spreading their personal business around. Your loose lips aren't making you more interesting or connected. They're making you the person everyone avoids when they have something important to discuss. Action step. Treat every secret like a sacred trust. Start building your reputation as a vault, not a gossip channel. Number 6. You're a chronic interrupter. You think you're adding to the conversation, but let me interrupt you right there. See what I did? You're actually showing everyone how little you respect them. The Stoics believed in the power of silence. Epictetus taught his students to master the art of listening before speaking. Meanwhile, you can't wait 10 seconds without jumping in. It's not just rude, it's revealing. Every interruption screams, "What I have to say is more important than what you're saying." Guess what? It usually isn't. Neuroscience shows that being interrupted activates the same brain regions as physical pain. You're literally hurting people every time you cut them off. Your friends have started speaking faster when you're around, trying to get their points out before you jump in. They're exhausted from competing for airtime. The most painful part? You're missing out on incredible insights and connections because you're too busy waiting for your turn to speak. Action step. Count to 3 after someone finishes speaking before you start. Practice active listening like your relationships depend on it, because they do. Number 7. Your victim mentality is toxic. Why does this always happen to me? That's your favorite question, isn't it? Well, here's a better one. Why do you think you're so special that the universe is out to get you? Marcus Aurelius said, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." But you're collecting grievances like they're Pokemon cards. Your friends are tired of being cast as supporting actors in your ongoing drama series. Every conversation becomes another episode of Poor Me Season 25. Here's the brutal truth. Bad things happen to everyone. The difference is others choose to learn and grow, while you choose to whine and shrink. People don't hate you because you have problems. They hate that you wear your problems like a badge of honor, refusing to take responsibility for your life. The worst part? You're addicted to sympathy. You secretly enjoy the attention your problems bring, even as it pushes people away. Action step. Every time something bad happens, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Transform your victim mentality into victory mentality. Number 8. You're fake positive. Good vibes only. Everything happens for a reason. Please. Your toxic positivity is making people nauseous, and they can smell the fakeness from a mile away. The Stoics taught realistic optimism, not this sugar-coated nonsense you're spreading. Seneca embraced life's difficulties instead of pretending they didn't exist. You're that person who tells someone who just lost their job to look on the bright side. No wonder people are secretly blocking you on social media. Real positivity acknowledges pain and struggles. Your version? It's like putting a smiley face sticker on a burning building. People aren't looking for a human emoji. They want authentic connections with someone who can handle both light and darkness. Your friends have started hiding their real problems from you because they can't stand another "everything happens for a reason" speech. Action step. Practice authentic positivity. Next time someone shares a problem, try saying, "That sounds really tough," instead of forcing toxic optimism. Number 9. You lack self-awareness. Here's the ultimate irony. You probably think none of these points apply to you. That right there, that's the problem. The Stoics considered self-examination the highest form of wisdom. Know thyself, they said. You're walking around completely blind to your own behaviors. People have been dropping hints about your behavior for years, but you're too busy defending yourself to notice them. The most dangerous prison is the one we don't know we're in. Your lack of self-awareness has built walls between you and others, brick by brick. Want to know why feedback feels like an attack to you? Because you've never developed the muscle of self-reflection. Your friends have given up trying to help you see your blind spots. It's easier to slowly distance themselves than deal with your defensive reactions. Action step: start a daily self-reflection practice. Ask 3 people you trust to give you honest feedback about your behavior. Listen without defending. The truth hurts, doesn't it? But here's the thing: recognizing these behaviors is the first step to changing them. The Stoics taught us that true growth starts with brutal honesty. If you found yourself in any of these points, don't beat yourself up. Instead, take action. Choose one area to work on this week. Remember, awareness without action is just entertainment. Hit that subscribe button if you want more raw truth bombs like this. Leave a comment telling me which of these points hit closest to home. And remember, the person you become tomorrow depends on the awareness you embrace today.